Hi, thanks for joining us. I'm your host, Marissa Monroy. As we kick off the start of another week, we'd like to remind everyone that the threat of COVID-19 is still very real in our city. We are seeing a daily rise in positive cases, which is not the direction we need to be going. Please continue to cover your face properly in public. Practice good hygiene. Wash your hands thoroughly and often. Monitor your health. And keep your distance. Avoid large gatherings. Finally, stay informed. We'll also do our part to keep you up to date on the latest news coming from the City of Austin, so that you and your loved ones can be safe and healthy. Last week, the local health authority adopted new emergency rules related to the pandemic. Public health officials ordered all public and private schools in Austin-Travis County to delay face-to-face instruction until after September 7th. That means it will be virtual learning for students for the first couple of weeks of school. Sports and extracurricular activities will also not be allowed to start until in-person instruction starts back up. School systems will have to submit their reopening plans to the local health authority at least 2 weeks prior to on-campus instruction and activities. That plan will then be made publicly available for all parents. As always, austintexas.gov/COVID-19 is the place to go for all of the latest local information related to the pandemic. The other major initiative we're hard at work on is the city budget. Austin City Manager Spencer Cronk virtually proposed the fiscal year 2021 budget to Austin City Council, emphasizing COVID-19 and public safety as key priorities.
The proposed fiscal year 2021 budget meets these crises head-on, building on the tireless work of our public health team and countless other city staff in combating COVID-19 and helping our community recover from its effects. This budget also accelerates the process of reimagining our public safety system to ensure justice and equal treatment for all Austin residents.
The city manager recommended a budget of $4.2 billion. It calls for about a 2.9% tax increase for the average City of Austin resident. The budget also included a reallocation of police funding to health, housing, and other critical social services. These numbers are likely to shift in the coming weeks as the public weighs in. Public meetings are scheduled for Thursday, July 23rd and Thursday, July 30th. Council is expected to adopt the final budget on August 12th. If you'd like to see the budget proposal yourself, visit austintexas.gov/budget. Are you interested in helping reshape Austin's future? The city is in the process of recruiting volunteers to help redraw council district boundaries. The redistricting process happens every 10 years and coincides with the U.S. Census. Last time Austin went through this process, the city went from an at-large system to the 10 single-member city council districts we have now. The city is looking for volunteers that are diverse in terms of race, ethnicity, gender, and geography. Austinites can apply to serve in one of two groups. The applicant review panel will include 3 certified public accountants that will help select the Independent Citizens Redistricting Commission. The 14-member Citizens Redistricting Commission will actually draw the boundaries of Austin's city council districts. The auditor's office will be conducting several virtual engagement opportunities for people to interact with staff and learn more about the process. Visit redistrictatx.org for more. More economic help is on the way for local businesses, nonprofits, and child care centers. Additional grant money will help support and sustain those groups who are facing hardships due to the pandemic. The Austin Small Business Relief Grant provides eligible small businesses with grants up to $40,000 for expenses incurred as a result of the pandemic. This may include the purchase of safety gear. The Austin Nonprofit Relief Grant provides eligible Austin nonprofits with grants up to $20,000 for expenses incurred as a result of the pandemic. Applications for both of these grants will close on Friday, July 24th at 5 p.m. The Austin Child Care Provider Relief Grant will provide grants up to $50,000 to cover eligible operating expenses for child care providers. Applications for this grant open Tuesday, July 21st through October 1st. Visit atxrecovers.com for more details. One of the ways people have coped with this pandemic is by spending more time outdoors. With new temporary protected bike lanes on Congress Avenue, The Austin Transportation Department just added another option to the mix. The bike lanes from Riverside Drive to 11th Street provide not only improved safety for bicyclists, but also make it easier to maintain 6 feet of social distancing to get around town. The protected bike lanes on both sides of the street are separated from vehicle traffic lanes with orange traffic cones. Existing parking access for businesses and residents along this route have not changed. Council members asked the city to look into transitioning these temporary protected bike lanes into a permanent installation, even when physical distancing is no longer needed. If you'd like to provide some feedback, visit austintexas.gov/Congress app. That's it for this week's City View. Thanks for watching, Austin. Be sure to catch up on all of the latest information on atxn.tv, our social media channels, and on our dedicated webpage, austintexas.gov/COVID-19. Stay well, Austin.